Hey everyone, Shabby Game here and welcome to another episode of the One Night in Karazhan playthrough here on Hearthstone. Today we are attacking the Silverware Golem who can summon can summon a 1/1 plate every turn for free, which is not going to be easy. I do have a special warrior deck I built for this. It's very much a control warrior deck. It's a lot of minions, a lot that do damage. I've taken some ideas from Hearthstone and stuff like that, but I've also added some new stuff to it from the new expansions that I think will make it a little bit easier to run through. That's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with that start, to be honest, because that can go on there and make that a 7/6, which would be pretty awesome. We're going to stick with that. I sort of don't want to put this down first turn, though, to be honest.
The Silverware is working together.
Deal 1 damage to all minions. I think I'm going to save that because he's going to put this down, which is going to summon a 1/1 anyway. He might put something else down as well, so I can kill that off straight away. He's going to coin into something as well.
Need a drink?
There we go. See, that was the reason I've held off on that now, because I can put this down and kill both of those. So, boom. Both dead.
Job's done.
Oh, it's Death Rattle. Oh, crap in hell. Well, I'll bugger this one up already. Well, I've not, because he'll probably... The more he's got on the table, the better this is for me.
Need a drink?
Yeah, definitely. Because now I just trade this in on one of those, and I wipe everything of his off the board. I can't believe I buggered that up. Whenever this minion survives damage, summon a 2/2. This is one of the ones I put in myself. I thought that was pretty good. I'm going to put this down, because this should then give him, yeah, the strength, okay. And I'm going to trade you, it doesn't matter who I trade you in against really, but you're going to kill him. There we go. So it's all about getting board clearance with this one, but that's this 6/7 here is going to be very strong, because I don't think he's got a very strong deck here. I think the whole deck, oh my god, a 5/1. I think this whole deck is just about trying to screw people over, isn't it? Problem is this 5/1 is all of a sudden going to make me think twice about what I'm doing. Deal 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions. Okay, let's drop this first then. Let's just take both of them. And let's put this down. The next time we can go for the fiery monkey. I didn't want to drop that down then because they could have just taken it straight off the board of what he had on the there. Oh, so he's got a spoon as his weapon. Okay. He's got slab. Okay. Well, he's giving me a bit of armour. Thanks for that. Which gives me even more armour, which is good for me, I suppose. Now what do I have available then? So I've got some interesting ones here. I think I'm going to go for the fiery monkey. And I'm also going to go for this as well.
Strike!
And then do I just take this off the... I'm going to take this off the board.
Job's done.
Get a bit of armour then as well. So next turn I can drop both of these. So whenever this... See, this is good for me, because whenever this minion survives damage, summon a 2/2 Golem. If this is protecting it... Yeah, if this is protecting it, which is... Oh, that's nice. He's just hit it. He's just hit it straight in the face. That's pretty good. He did 1 damage and took 6. That's a bit of a dodgy AI, yeah. Yeah, so I can hit this into stuff myself. Hit 1/1, so I'll just keep summoning ghouls, which is good. When a minion dies, gain extra attack, which is good. Because this is now going to die. I'm just going to get this. That is going to hit his face. And I've ended up with some pretty good cards here now. Yes! I think I've almost got lethal, you know? I'm not far off, am I? That's on 8 damage. So I've got 8, 14, 15, 16, 17. If he hits that, that's going to give this more damage. Yeah, I've got lethal. Unless he destroys it. He's going to destroy that, okay. But I've still got lethal because he's just taken 12 damage himself. Well, that was easy, wasn't it? That was really bloody easy. Boom, straight into there. Silverware Golem down. This deck is very effective, actually. Very, very effective. I'll tell you what I'll do then before I go. I'll show you a quick look at this deck.
What a mess.
So you can see how good it is. And you can use it if you're struggling on this one. Because it is the sort of thing that if you use the right deck, these fights become very, very easy. So this is what I've got here. So I've got, and Zoth's first mate, we didn't even see that anyway. Tentacles of Zoth, which is pretty good because it does 1 damage every time it dies. So or a lot of their things, the Silverware Golem has only got 1 health, so it takes a lot of things out. Whirlwind, again, just a way to clear the board if it gets outnumbered. Armor Smith, useful card early on in the game, gets you a bit more armor as well. Cleave does the 2 damage to 2 random enemy minions, again just board clearing. Deal 1 damage to a minion, give it 2 attack. It's pretty good for buffing your own characters. Execute, just in case he's got something big on the board. Stolen Goods is one that I put in, which actually came in very useful, didn't it? They give a random taunt free. I think that's pretty good, actually. Acolyte of Pain is quite standard in most decks now for drawing cards. Fierce Monkey is a wild card. I'm sure there's probably a lot of different ones you can use now, but I'd still had it available, so I used it. Frothing Berserker, which is what won us the match really. Whenever a minion takes damage, gain 1 attack. This has won me a lot of matches, this one. A lot of matches, because if you've got a lot of things on the board and you're taking damage from, for example, the Tentacles of Zoth, because it does all minions, this all of a sudden becomes incredible. Valkyrie's Soul Claim is one of the newer cards, and again, using it, taking health off yourself is not a problem if you know you're going to keep summoning a 2/2 ghoul. I'll quite happily hit this 4 times and let it die if I'm going to get 4 2/2 ghouls out of it. Blood Razor, one of the new weapons from the new expansion, does 1 damage to all minions when it is put in, and does 1 damage to all minions when it's taken out, so again a board clearer, because a lot of their things only have 1 health. Bloodhoof Brave, just a good taunt card to try and protect you. Same with Infested Torrent and Sen'jin Shieldmaster. Brawl, again, just a way to try and just clear the board off. But the best one, I think, this is the one that it tells you to use a lot of. However, we didn't even get it out, and that was Grim Patron. Basically, every time it takes damage, it summons another one. So if it keeps getting hit for 1, you're just going to end up filling your board full of these Grim Patrons. So it's definitely worth putting into this deck. But like I said, that's the deck that I've used. I just found that quite easy, but there's probably loads of different ways of doing it. And if you haven't got some of these cards, there's quite simple ones you can change them for. It's all about just knowing the opponent's play style and their strengths and weaknesses and just using them against them, basically. But there we go, that's the deck I've used. If you have enjoyed this episode, please do hit the like button and of course subscribe if you want to see some more. And I shall see you again in a few days' time for our next part of One Night in Karazhan. Bye!
The ones who do.